hey, I don't know why we're moving heaven and earth to make sure that some woman that's turning up on a weekend and can't control her sexual urges and doesn't know how to use the 33 or 34 forms of birth control to get rid of her children, why do I have to pay for that? Why are our elections being polarized because of this? It's absolutely ridiculous.
But do you know they're also talking about getting rid of birth control? So these are the things that
they're going to get rid of condoms and the pill.
These they if they want to push their agenda, they can do whatever they want to do. So the whole thing is
I don't believe that.
The whole thing is that no one wants to be told what they have to do with their body.
I shouldn't have to be told that someone who's being irresponsible with their seed or someone who's being irresponsible with their child, that I have to do something with my taxpayer dollars.
100%. I agree with you on that. I am never going to disagree with you on that. But by the same token, telling a woman that she can't take her money, or that man that he can't take their money and pay for something, whether it was a mistake or not.
Man has no choice in this situation.
That's not true.
Once the seed leaves the man's body, he has no choice whether that woman has the child or not. He has no choice.
No. And then you're right. They can work together. But if the woman chooses not to work with him, only thing that can happen, she has a baby 99% of the time. That's probably high. 95% of the time, if they're not together, the man's going to have to pay child support, and he had no choice. And hey, you know what? If this was like this, would you agree with this? If the man could say, okay, hey, you're the father, before the baby's born, hey, I choose not to have this kid, but if you choose to have it, you can have it, but you can't,
that's his right.
Child support. Don't you think that would be a little bit more compromising? But that's not the case in any state, anywhere. You know what I mean? Not even close.
That's his right. If
he doesn't have any rights. That's what I'm trying to say. This is all biased towards a certain philosophy of what women want that are being irresponsible.
So it's not always about an irresponsible woman, though, and that's what you guys are.
2% of the time is not the person being irresponsible.
No. But you're right. It's not about the irresponsible woman. It's also about the irresponsible man. But the thing is what I'm saying is the irresponsible woman she has a choice one way or another. The irresponsible man doesn't have a choice either way, because he can't say, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that last night. Hey, I want you to have, a child deletion." And she could say yes or no, but he can't make her do it. You know what I mean?
No, he can't.
But you're absolutely correct.
Who decides who has sex? Not the man.
And that's his rate.
It doesn't matter. They both lay down together. It doesn't matter whether who decides. They both did this together. It's everything's being put on the woman here, and that's not the case. It takes two of them to make this child, regardless of who decides whether it happens.
And I get what you're saying, Tara. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You're responsible for women. Women make the decision who has sex. Men do not make that decision.
I don't agree with that. At the end of the day, more than just irresponsible women are paying the price for this. That's the whole point I'm trying to get at. More than irresponsible women are paying the price for this.
Any man that made the decision is most likely in jail.
Yeah, no, but you're right. The irresponsible man does have to. He ends up paying for 18 years.
I'm not even talking about the irresponsible man. I'm still talking about the women who are not irresponsible, who still have to go through this.
If a woman decides to get rid of her offspring and kill her baby, she's going to get celebrated in the media. She's going to get a shout out from Oprah or whatever she was doing the other day when someone did this. Women are going around posting their abortion. I've
not seen that. I apologize.
I've seen a lot of it. Outside twerking and doing music videos talking about yeeting his fetus.
No, that's not cool.
That is true. So the thing about it is, women get
not
celebrated.
Cool. Not cool.
Hold on 1 second. Women get celebrated for their right to choose, but the man has no choice in this whatsoever after he makes the mistake. So I don't like the idea of celebrating and putting women on a pedestal when it comes down to them making these bad decisions.
I agree with you, and I didn't say that was not true. I said it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool for them to be celebrating.
98% of women are doing this. It's not like every, the whore with the heart of gold who's out here, just caught in a bad circumstance and she got raped. And that's not the situation. 2% of child deletions come from those reasons that anybody can empathize with. The rest of them, irresponsible women.
But those 2% are still being affected by this whole thing.
We need to make accommodations for the 2%. I'm not going to disagree with anybody for that on that, even though I may not agree with every situation where they're going for that situation. But we need to have a cultural conversation why 48% of our women are choosing to have this procedure, and they're not doing it with 80% of the men. They're having these relationships and having children out of wedlock in most cases with 12 to 16% of the men in the Black community. That's the truth of the facts. And we got to fix that. That's the problem. Not us sitting here crying on the internet and changing our hair blue and then cutting it off and doing a 4B movement. That's what we need to really focus on.
I don't disagree, but I also know that in the meantime,
I think you should focus on that too.
Sorry?
I think you should focus on that too, and talk more to your peers and the women that you mentor, and tell them, hey, some of the biggest decisions you're gonna make in your life is how you're handling your reproductive rights. The best way of dealing with this is prevention.
Absolutely, but also
a conversation, not getting upset with men who want to express their feelings about it. I don't think that's productive.
I don't think that you guys are wrong for that, but also too, then that's a conversation that you guys should have on the other side when you're mentoring your young men.
You do it every day. But you know what, Tara, when we have guys that come up here, I sit there and tell the guys, you shouldn't be out here, having sex before marriage. I tell them that. When I tell them that, hey, you're being lazy. You got a child on the way. You need to go get your DNA test and then plan on marrying that girl, or you need to, at a minimum, get ready to pay some child support for the rest of your life. Every man on this panel will tell you that I tell them that, right? Mm-hmm. Conversely, I have that same conversation with a woman. It's a knockdown, drag out fight about her rights and what she ain't gonna do.
No, I don't disagree with what you're saying. Absolutely.
Talk to the women and we'll talk to the men over here. But the thing about it is we have two different worlds that we're living in. Mm-hmm. I don't think that people really know what's going on about why these two worlds are different,
Right. And